Good morning. Welcome to Dirty Barbecue. Today I am going to do this lovely rack of St. Louis ribs. So I am going to put it over here on this tray. Haven't really decided what I want to use for seasoning, but I have this ancho honey citrus, which I think I'm going to use. And I'm going to start out with a binder of apple cider vinegar. Get my paper towels here. I use a lot of paper towels. I hope everybody's having a good day today. We're going to be working in the yard. We're not doing nothing special. It's not a special occasion. Just working in the yard. And usually when we work in the yard, we have something on that smoker. So we take turns manning the fire and getting her done. So like I said, I'm going to start off with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. I don't measure anything at all. I measure with my heart and my soul, whatever my ancestors tell me to do. Rub this in here like that. Get a little bit more. The other side. You can use anything you want really as a binder. I think I'm going to come in here also with some mustard. I guess,
Here you go.
alright, so now I got some mustard, just a yellow mustard. I guess you could use any kind of mustard you want. There goes the mustard. I'm just going to rub it in on your pork here. Christian and I, or Big C, sometimes we like to have a little rib cook-off. I got these ribs at Walmart. They're this brand right here. They already came with the membrane off. Usually what would happen if you come in here and you're making a rack of ribs, we prefer to take off the membrane. Usually I have gloves. I really don't like, I have like sensory issues and I really don't like my hands to touch all this stuff. It's kind of grossing me out right now. So I'm one of those that like constantly rinsing my hands off. But anyways, back to these ribs. So I got some apple cider vinegar on here. I've got some mustard. I'm going to go in with, I need one of these. This ancho honey citrus. We're going to just get it all over it. You know, there's not enough coming out of there. Anyways, so there we go. You kind of want to put a thick binder, your rub on there. Get all that flavor in there. I'm going to, of course, rub it in. Massage the pork ribs a little bit. I've always liked to barbecue, but I never really started smoking until I moved to Texas with Big C. He's a typical true Texan, likes his barbecue. Like I said, I'm
Catfishing.
Oh, catfishing for sure. I'm not from Texas. I'm originally from Southern California. But I lived in Arizona for about 23 years. That's where I met Big C Catfish. And then been in Texas for a year. And I think I'm taking to it pretty well, because I'm already over here making my own rack of St. Louis style ribs. So, alright, we're going to get this on the smoker. I'm going to let this sit for a little while. We got to go build the fire. So I'm going to let this sit for just a couple minutes to let all my seasoning here soak in here. That's all I'm putting on it for now. I'm sure that has enough salt. I don't like too much salt, plus it's pork. Pork's already salty, so we're going to just let it be right here. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper because it wouldn't be barbecue without some black pepper on it. So, let me get that black pepper. this one. What's this, McCormick? McCormick. I like this one because it's a little more coarse. And we don't have any more of the 16 mesh black pepper. Pepper it up. Hopefully these ain't too spicy. Not everybody here could eat spicy. Alright, we'll be back in a few. Alright, well I'm out here getting my smoker going. I want to bring the camera in here and show what we got. So this is the cheapest little smoker you can. It's a Royal Gourmet. I mean, there's nothing big time about it. It's super thin. It's about spent. We're ready for an Oklahoma Joe is what we really want. But for right now, this is gonna suffice. I think once we do get the Oklahoma Joe, I'm gonna keep this and I'm gonna.
This is your fanner.
Yeah, that's what I used to fan my fire. Anyways, what we got on here today, we got some Cowboy hardwood briquettes. Get these at Walmart. That was a bug. These are great. They burn for a long time. We also got some post oak. Good thing about living in Texas is that there's a lot of oak trees everywhere, and then you know, you go walking somewhere downtown or at the park and you might find a piece of wood, or your neighbors might have some trees chopped down, and plenty of wood. So fire's going. We're gonna get this up to about 275. Once I get to about 275, I'm gonna bring those ribs out and put them on, and then I'm gonna keep it at about 250, 275 until they're done. I'm gonna wrap them later, and I'll make some other sauce to put on them, and we'll be back after a little while. So.
And I'll be over there in that piece of wood, that big piece of wood, that sawzall, cutting down some pieces to smoke.
He's cutting wood sticks today, so.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, everybody. All right, so right now, this is dirty smoke. Okay. This is dirty smoke, and just because we're called dirty don't mean we like dirty smoke. Nobody wants it. Just flavor on your smoked meat that the smoke just completely overtakes all the other flavors. This is dirty smoke. This is because the fire's just starting. Once we get a good coal bed, and once we get the wood burned down a little bit more, you'll see that the smoke will change color a little bit. But we don't dirty smoke. We don't do that. So. Anyways, we'll be back again. Talk to you soon. Alright, here we go. I'm about to throw these ribs on here. So, I'm going to throw them on their bone side down. At some point in their cook, we'll probably have to churn them because this side's going to get super hot and this side is not. So, keep an eye on them. Be back here in a little while these cook, and show you all the process. So we'll get back up to 275. I'm losing heat right now. Like I said, this is a thin smoker, so we're losing heat. Let it get back up. Cook started, and be back after a little while.